Most cyclists focus on power, speed, and distance, but if you're ignoring your RPMs, you're wasting energy and making every mile harder than it needs to be. Hi everyone, I'm Sarah from Rouvy, and today I want to talk about something many cyclists don't think about enough, but it can make a big difference in how you ride, and that's cadence. In simple terms, cadence means how fast you turn the pedals. A lot of riders focus mainly on power, speed, or distance, and of course those are important things. But sometimes improving your cycling is not about pushing harder. Sometimes it's about pedaling more efficiently. In this video, I'll explain what cadence is and why pedaling efficiency matters. And I'll share a few simple cadence drills you can try during your rides. These drills are easy to add to your training, especially if you ride indoors on platforms like Rouvy. And over time, they can help you ride smoother, save energy, and become more efficient cyclists. So let's start with the basics. Simply put, cadence is the number of times your pedals turn in 1 minute. We measure it in RPM, or revolutions per minute. For example, if your cadence is 90 RPM, that means your pedals complete 90 full rotations in 1 minute. Most cyclists ride somewhere between 70 and 100 RPM. But the exact number is not the most important thing. What really matters is how smoothly you pedal. Some riders push hard on the pedals, but the movement is not very smooth. You might see the bike rocking from side to side or the power coming in small bursts. That means energy is being wasted. A good pedal stroke feels smooth, controlled throughout the entire rotation. Instead of pushing only in one part of the pedal circle, you apply power more evenly. And that means you get more speed from the same effort. This is exactly what cadence drill helps you to improve. Pedaling efficiency might sound like a small detail, but it can have a big impact on your riding. Think about it like improving your running technique. If your running form improves, you can run the same speed with less effort. Cycling works in a similar way. When your pedal stroke becomes smoother, a few important things happen. First, you waste less energy. Instead of pushing hard only during one part of the pedal stroke, your power becomes more consistent. Second, you reduce stress on your muscles and joints. If you ride at a very low cadence and pushing big gears all the time, every pedal stroke creates more strain on your knees. But when your cadence is slightly higher and smoother, the workload spreads more evenly. Third, you become more adaptable as a rider. You can respond better to changes in terrain, wind, or pace. Instead of being comfortable only at one cadence, your body becomes comfortable across a wider range. For many riders, this range is roughly 70 to 100 RPM. The goal of cadence training is not to find one perfect number. The goal is to make your pedaling smooth and controlled at different cadences. Cadence drills are a little different from traditional workouts. They're not mainly about building strength or endurance. They're more about developing skill. When you practice cadence drills, you train what we call neuromuscular coordination. In simple terms, this means how well your brain and muscles work together. With practice, your body learns how to apply power more smoothly, remove dead spots in the pedal stroke, and stay relaxed when cadence increases. Over time, your pedaling becomes lighter and more fluid. Many cyclists notice that after a few weeks of cadence work, their riding simply feels easier. They can maintain speed more comfortably and their cadence becomes more natural. And the nice thing is that the cadence drills are quite simple to add to your rides. Let me show you a few examples. The first drill is very simple. It's called the cadence match drill. The goal here is to maintain a steady cadence without letting it drift up or down. Start by choosing a cadence target, for example 85 RPM. Then ride for 2 to 3 minutes while trying to keep your cadence very close to that number. Try to stay within about 2 RPM above or below your target. If the resistance feels too heavy or too light, adjust your gears. Don't try to control resistance only with your legs. Also, focus on keeping your upper body relaxed. Your shoulders should stay stable and your hips shouldn't move too much in the saddle. After 2 to 3 minutes, ride easily for a minute to recover. You can repeat this drill 3 to 5 times during a ride. It's a simple exercise, but it's really effective for developing rhythm and control. The second drill focuses on leg speed. It's often called spin-ups. Start riding in your normal cadence. Then slowly increase your cadence over about 10 to 15 seconds. Try to reach around 100 to 110 RPM. The important thing is to stay relaxed. If you start bouncing in a saddle, it usually means your cadence is too high. Hold a faster cadence for about 30 seconds, Then return to a normal cadence for 1 minute. Repeat this 4 to 6 times. Spin-ups help your legs learn how to move faster while still staying smooth and controlled, and that makes it easier to maintain higher cadences during real rides. The third drill helps you become comfortable across different cadences. You can think of it as a cadence pyramid. Start with 2 minutes of riding at 70 RPM. Then increase to 2 minutes at 80 RPM. Then 2 minutes at 90 RPM. After that, slowly come back down. Again, riding 2 minutes at 80 RPM and finally 2 minutes at 70 RPM. Try to keep your effort relatively steady. Remember, the goal is not to increase power. What you're practicing is the ability to control different cadences smoothly. By the way, this drill works very well during indoor endurance rides in the Rouvy app. The good thing about cadence drills is that they don't require a special training session. You can easily add them into your normal rides. For example, during a longer endurance ride, you might insert 2 to 3 endurance drills. Each drill might only last a few minutes, but over time they help improve your pedaling technique. And you don't need to do them every ride. Once or twice per week is usually enough. After a few weeks, many riders notice their pedaling becomes smoother, their cadence feels more natural, and the bike simply feels easier to ride. So if you want to improve as a cyclist, remember this: it's not always about pushing harder. Sometimes it's about pedaling smarter. Cadence drills are simple, short, and very effective. Try adding a few of them to your rides on Rouvy and see how your pedaling improves over time. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you out on the road or riding with us on Rouvy. Keep going!